and Jonathan, welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania if you're new here. So today we are going to be getting ready using products that I forgot about that lived underneath my bed because I'm still 5 when I have to clean my room sometimes, and I'm like, I'm just gonna push this underneath here. So not necessarily like products that like, oh, I didn't like them or anything like that. Kind of more products that I'm just like, oh, I forgot I had this. Like, so it's not just like a normal shop my stash. Some of this I didn't even open yet, so that's so embarrassing. Anyways, let's jump into this video. Please don't forget to subscribe down below, hit that like button, I would really appreciate it, and let's jump in. All right, let's jump in. So like I said, these are products that like, this isn't even like a shop my stash video, it's just things that I'm like, oh geez, why did I stop? Or, you know, it just got buried, I don't know. Which means I don't need any more makeup, obviously. So, and I don't get PR, so like that makes them even worse. But I was thinking about this palette lately, and I was just like, the color Raine palette, I feel like was one of the best palettes I've ever used as a whole. So I don't know why, I think just, you know, more stuff came out. Man, this is before I used to take off the little plastic part. I was like, oh, keep it new. But yeah, we're gonna dip into this and a few other products, obviously. So we're gonna start off with these two shades. So the more neutrally ones. I do have a confession to make. I picked up, let's see how dark the air is. It's like air, and you know, I spell it with an H, and I'm just like, hair. Like, nope, your brain's gonna work through this, okay? I ordered some Zoeva brushes, so I'm using those today. I've never ordered them before because they were always too expensive, like shipping, because I think they were in Germany, right? So I ordered, they had a 20% off on brushes plus free shipping to the US, and I've always wanted to try some, so I was like, I might as well. I feel like my brush collection, I'm just like, oh, I have quite a few, but I also hate washing my brushes. I feel very light in my hand. Like there's no weight to them. But on the affordable side, people were like, okay, it's kind of like Morphe, and then it goes, I don't know if like Zoeva and Sigma are probably around the same level. This feels a little scratchier. This is the 228. It feels a little bit scratchier than a Sigma brush, but it's dispersing the product really well. At the same time, I think it's just hard. Once you go to like natural hair and use like nice brushes like Sonia G and stuff, it's hard to like switch back and be like, oh, it's, you know, totally fine. It's not the same. Not the same. So I'm going to take that all the way up to the eyebrow. I really like this shade. I almost pulled out singles too. I thought about that. But you know what? I'm going to make it a little bit interesting. We're going to pick up Princess instead. So this pinkish, I'm like, what is the word? Taupe? Mauve? Mauve? That type of shade. Because I have an idea of what I want to do on the lid, so. Okay, this brush feels better. This is the 227, which I feel like everyone talks about. And I'm like, all right, I get that. It's not as, it doesn't feel scratchy like the other one did. So maybe they're like hit and miss. I don't know. Does anyone else feel like this though? I never buy brush companies' makeup. Have you guys? Like, if you tried Sigma's makeup or like Zoeva's, like, I'll order brushes, but I'm like, no, you're a brush company. Like, I don't know why that is. Because then I'll still buy like brushes from the other way around where it's a makeup company coming out with a brush. So I don't know. Anyways, how have you guys been? I almost pulled out my single lids, my single eyeshadows, but I was like, we'll see if you guys want to see a video on that. I feel like when I first got into makeup, singles were, everybody loves singles, like the ABH singles, and then you had like even when ColourPop released their singles, everyone was excited. I have quite a bit from Anastasia. I don't really have a lot from, I have a few Makeup Geek, but not many. So I kind of have an assortment of, I used to have colored Raine singles, and they were so pretty, but I accidentally dropped one. I am going to put a little bit of that Royal Prerogative, actually. I dropped my palette. Like, all of them broke. all of them. So these shades, they're so pretty, but they are so crumbly, like so delicate. So that was a sad day, believe me. I was in a bad mood the entire day. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's been a few days since I filmed, and not because I don't want to, or, you know, it's not even like I just, some days I feel fine and I'm very happy, and I'm very, not happy, but like, you know, I'm just like, everything's gonna be fine. And then the next day I'll like wake up and just feel defeated. Like all I want to do is like hide underneath the covers, like type thing. So, and it's hard to figure out, like, I'm like, okay, I've done like 3 Shop My Stash videos, you know? So that's why, like, please vote in the polls about things you guys want to see, because I'm a little lost. I'm like, there's not really new releases, which I can't afford them anyway, but it's hard to figure out, like, where do I go from here? So I wonder if this is going to really change a lot of the beauty stuff, like beauty YouTube. Which I'm not saying that should be a bad thing. I'm saying that might be a great thing. All right, so, oh, my double chin, I just, so this is the Moonlit kit from Kaja, which, gosh, every time I say that, that is the Pacific Rim thing, right? The aliens. So I have not used these at all or opened them. I got them for the last VIB sale and just kind of forgot. And then when I cleaned my beauty room, I was like, oh, I still have these. Oh man, I didn't think any was gonna come out because it's like half empty. Like it's just kind of settled, you know, and it came out on my finger and I'm like, this isn't the finger I usually use. We're gonna make it that way. So, because obviously I'm very worried about wasting the product that I haven't used. Okay, we're gonna wipe it off into my other finger. But yeah, how are you guys feeling? Like, I've noticed myself watching ridiculous things that I would never have watched before. Like, I'm embarrassed to admit, but I've watched the, what is it, Zoe's Playlist on Hulu. I hate musicals. And I'm for some reason watching that because I just need something like lighthearted and fun. That's actually really pretty. Why did I forget about that? So it does dry down fairly fast, so I'm going to pick it up on a brush just to make sure I can get it up here because my fingers are too fat, my sausages. But, oh, that's nice. I really like this, actually. Huh. But do you guys use single eyeshadows anymore? Is that something you're into? Like, have you bought, like, when's the last time you bought a single eyeshadow? It does dry down fairly fast, so that's one thing you gotta work with it. But I actually really like the way it came out. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna grab a little bit of Ladyship and Duchess to put on that outer corner. I don't want it to be too purple because I just don't. I don't have a reason for it. I just decided that's not what my mood was telling me today, okay? And I don't want it to be too dark, so I think that that's perfect, actually. I'm gonna leave it there, and then we're definitely gonna use, let's use a touch of the Noble Woman. I just wanna see if it layers over it. Just a little bit. That's perfect. I'm happy. All right, now that I have both eyes done, we're gonna use the Fenty Pro Filter Foundation. This is the hydrating formula, and I forgot about it. I think it's because like I get nervous and I like hide things in places or put them in places, even when I put them where they're supposed to go. 2, I'm very conscious of like how many liquid products I have open. Like my eyeshadows, it's very hard for me to declutter because I'm just like, if it's expired, I'm like, I'm gonna use it. I don't care. Like, I feel like it holds its integrity, whereas like foundations and concealers, I try to throw out on time. So I just checked this because I was like, should I open this? Like I've had it for months, but I haven't opened it. And usually it starts like when you open it, but it says 12 months on there. So I'm like, okay, I have a year to use it. Hopefully it's the right shade. I got 240. I'm 300 in the summer. So I'm like, you should use this because you need to. So come on. Hopefully it's as good as I remembered. It was one where it was like, I liked it depending on what primer I was using. Like I didn't like it with the Milk Makeup primer, but everything else it works fine under. I'm not going to prime my skin since I put lotion on. okay? So that's just something I have not been doing lately because I haven't been wearing my makeup long, you know? So I'm just like, it's fine. Oh, the color's not bad. Maybe a little bit light. I keep this thing, it's a bug bite, and I keep thinking it's a zit, and then I mess with it, and I'm like, no, it's a bug bite. We're gonna cover that though with foundation because that's driving me crazy. Oh, I was gonna say though, I think like, I wonder if this is gonna change YouTube just because, I don't know about you guys, but like, I haven't been watching. That's what's hard too, is like, even as a viewer, I know that people aren't watching as many beauty YouTubers. Like, I'm just like, is it because no one's putting on makeup? And so you're just not excited about it? Or is it just because it doesn't, like, where we are right now, it's just kind of like, do I want to watch makeup, you know? I don't know. Because I know I've stopped, mostly because it's like, you know, some people want to talk about things, some people don't want to talk about things. And I think it's harder to have sympathy for people that are doing really well right now, regardless of everything. And I think that's fine. I think however you want to handle it, you know, handle it. So that's why I keep asking, like, what do you guys actually want to see? Because, I don't know. I haven't been watching that many beauty videos, which is why I was like, oh, I'll do a skincare one, or I'll do this, and not a lot of people watch that stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this leaves us. But whatever. At least I'm in a good mood today, right? So we're gonna roll with that. A little streaky on my nose, I'm not gonna lie. I do love that this came with a pump. I think that was my favorite thing about it. So I'm gonna take a little extra and use it for this area. Hopefully with a sponge I can get my nose to not look like that. All right, I went ahead and did concealer because, like I said, I didn't have any like new to open, and yeah. So this is the Buxom Bronzer in Tahiti. And I think I just really like, I love it when bronzers are named after like islands and summer like vacation areas. I don't know, okay? But it smells, I wonder if it smells, it still smells good. It smells like coconuts and the beach. Kind of like, you know, like the Vesca bronzers are kind of the same thing. So we're gonna try this. I think I did like it, but obviously I've barely used it. I think it's because it's one of those where you kind of have to press into. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, it's not like, I guess it does show up. I have no excuse, okay? I don't know. I was trying to think of something to say in my defense, but I don't have it. But what I was gonna say, I was like, yeah, I watched Zoe's playlist, even though, so if you don't know the concept, okay, I'm just saying if you need something lighthearted to watch right now, because I don't know, I just haven't been into like watching my normal shows. Like, we're behind on Westworld, we're just kind of like, I don't want to watch something that's just gonna make me in a black mood. So I need to watch that Little Fires Everywhere, because everyone keeps talking about that, so I'm gonna watch that one. But yeah, this is just a lighthearted show where like she gets something, like some power. It's kind of like What Women Want, but instead like people sing their like song that's on their mind. And they have some good singers and some bad ones, which I kind of appreciate because I'm like, not everyone is a good singer, you know, like let's be realistic here. So I like that they did that, but I still, I like the story, I like the actual show, and then I just fast forward through the songs, even though that's kind of the whole point of the show. But I'm just like, no, this is not for me. I've never been into musicals. I'm just kind of like, no, this is not my thing. I love Lion King, okay, and Moana. I like ones where like the music is catchy. So every once in a while I'm fine with it, but it's not my favorite. Like my sister used to sing Les Miserables. Oh, that echoed throughout the entire house. She'd sing it on the stairwell. It drove me crazy. Okay, not bad. I'm like, why did you stop using this? I actually really like it. And it wasn't. I thought it was like, maybe it's because it's harder to put on. No, you got no excuse. I'm sorry. Not to you guys, but to my bronzer. Okay, so I have these. And I kind of know why I don't use them. This, I'm not gonna lie, like the packaging kind of sucked me and it was pretty pink and I was like, And then, you know, I like the highlight in here, But other than that, I don't know why I got this. I love that she comes with a protector in here for the cream and the liquids, but, or the cream and the powders. But the blush is shimmery blush. And you guys know I don't even like shimmery blush. So I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. And they were a lot of money. So I'm upset about myself. And then this one, this is the Sculpt and Glow, and I was very excited about it. So let's go ahead, we'll use this, because I did not set my under eye. So this is what this one looks like, and you got the cream. I've never used this cream for anything. So let's use this, which I remember liking this to set. I don't think I had any issues with it. You know, my nose with medication is just, its foundation isn't gonna look nice on it right now, and it is what it is. I think it's because I didn't like the contour shade more than anything else. It just, sorry. That's probably really gross. But let's see, like, there's something about this where I swear it's always been like this. It isn't just because it's old, but it like just looks gross. I don't know why. And like when I swatch it, it's like super patchy on here. Like it doesn't come off in a straight line. So maybe, I don't know. We're still gonna use it. I'll try it out. I'm just gonna dip like super lightly though. And two, I mean, I think contouring ended too. I still do it sometimes. It just depends on how bad I feel that day. But yeah, I really only do it when I'm like, I'm gonna go all out today, which is rare. But yeah, the fallout in this thing it's a lot. And also, I think it's a big palette. And I think it's harder for me to want to dip into bigger palettes now. Like, I'm just like, oh, I don't have the space for it. So I put things in like, you know, I have an organizer, but I just forget it. I guess it's fine. All right, instead of using the blush from that, because I really don't want to, because I already know I'm not a fan. Just, it brings out a lot of texture, so I just don't like it. I'm gonna use this Dallas blush from Benefit. And I know why I haven't used these, because I hate the box. I love the shade. It's a very, you know, it's a very me, like, neutral shade. But it's just, I just don't enjoy using it. I don't like the weight of the box in my hand. And that's what it comes down to. So I really stopped buying. I bought a few highlights and I use those. But I stopped buying any of the blushes. You guys know I'm not really a blush person anyway, so, you know, that's how that goes. I got a few highlights I brought out. All right, I have this Tatcha Dewy Mist. I opened this a few weeks ago. I had had it for a while as well, and because it was expensive, it was like one of those products where I was like, it's expensive, you have to save it for like a special occasion. Where am I going? Wait, where do I think I'm going? You know, I don't know. So, and I do actually really like it. Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever pay for it again, but it is nice. I probably wouldn't. But it does live up to like the claims. Like it is very nice. So for highlighters, I have a few. I have this NARS Hot Sand, which I think it was like Kathleen Lights that was like, it's the best thing ever. And I remember getting it and kind of being like, meh, and then just never went back to it. I don't know. So this is what it looks like. I think maybe because, like, you know, we don't have the same skin tone. So I think that probably had a lot to do with it, where I was just like, this probably looks great on your skin tone. Watch me use it and love it. No. I mean, it's not bad by any means. I do like it, but it's not it'd be more flattering on someone with a little bit lighter. So instead, we are also going to layer this Laura Geller Peach Glow, which I know I like this, and I just, she's fine, she didn't break. So we're gonna add that on top. I think it's kind of ruined now, but, not ruined, but you know, try to make it work. I was gonna say like, oh, okay, we're all done, and I was like, oh, I didn't do the lower lash line, huh? Uh-oh. All right, so for the lower lash line, I think I'm gonna grab, Duchess and Empress, which is the dark brown and the orange. So this is another brush I got from Zoeva. It's the 226. I love smudger brushes like this. that are a little bit thicker. So hopefully it feels, okay, it feels good. I was like, please feel good. Because I have one from Sephora and it's like, I think they stopped making it. But these are like one of my favorites. Because they're not like too thin to where you don't get enough. And they're not too thick to where it goes everywhere. It's like the perfect, I don't know why. I love these. All right, and then we're gonna go back in with air to smoke it out. Nick tried to teach me how to play chess. And I just feel like that's a game you have to learn when you're young. Because I was in no condition to be learning a new game. I'm like, we are, you know, we'd had a few glasses of wine. I'm like, I can't process this right now. Like, I'm like, let's play checkers. It's so much easier. And he's like, I don't know how to play that. And I'm like, if you can play chess, you can play checkers. I don't think it works the other way around. I'm like, this is just too confusing. All right, for my inner corner, we're gonna grab this white shade here, which is Crown. I remember loving this shade for the inner corner. Yep. And then let's grab the Your Majesty shade, which is the gold. This is one of the few palettes where I'm like, I equally like the mattes and the shimmers in the palette. And we're just gonna put that right there. Yes. I'm very happy that I used this today. I'm like, I've missed you. All right, and then for lips, we're gonna use some Patrick Ta stuff because I just haven't gotten my use out of it. So these are she's something. She's strong. Okay, so I think I like it. I love the formula. I still don't know if I like this edge though. I'm just very indifferent about it. On the bright side, you don't have to sharpen it. It is that perfect brown on me though, where I don't have to, like, it's perfect to overline where it doesn't look crazy. It's not like on the too dark side, so I really like it. And then here are the lip creams. So I'm gonna use She's Secure on the full lip, and then I'm gonna use She's Unapologetic in the center. I do really like the lip creams as well. And Patrick Ta, he just does Patrick Ta. He does a good job with packaging. I really like his packaging. I think She's Proud is the lip pencil I've been using a lot. I have like a peppermint, like a spearmint smell. I like it. And then in the center, I kind of look dead if I just use this. I mean, I can make it work with a lip liner, but it's more what I use to just dot it out. Just in the middle. So I can look juicy. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you had fun hanging out with me. I know I don't have my hair done, but it's, you know, why? I just washed it though, and it smells like I had one last sample, like the Bum Bum shampoo, and I was just like, oh, it smells so good though. Anyways, though, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. Let me know what products you guys have forgotten about. Please make me feel like I'm not alone. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next in the comments down below, and I will talk to you guys down there. Bye, guys.